What are some Marxist criticisms of Orientalism? What are some Marxist criticisms of Orientalism? This question takes us into a fascinating discussion about how Marxist thinkers view the concept of Orientalism. At its core, Marxist critiques focus on the limitations of Orientalism, especially regarding class struggle and socio-economic realities. One major criticism is the idea of essentialism. Marxist theorists argue that Orientalism tends to portray the East as a single and changing entity. This view often reduces complex societies to mere cultural or religious identities, ignoring the material conditions that shape them. For instance, by framing the East primarily through cultural lenses, Orientalism overlooks the class relations and economic dynamics that are crucial for understanding these societies. Another point of contention is the neglect of class and economic structures. Marxist critics highlight that Orientalism often fails to address the role of class struggle in shaping societies. Instead of focusing on how capitalism and imperialism exploit the East, Orientalism tends to relying on cultural stereotypes. This approach can obscure the real economic inequalities that exist and how they are perpetuated by global capitalism. Additionally, Marxist thinkers argue that Orientalism undermines the revolutionary potential of Eastern societies. By depicting these societies as backward or stagnant, Orientalism can justify imperialist actions. This portrayal often marginalizes radical movements within these societies, framing them as foreign or incompatible with local realities. Marxist theory is rooted in historical materialism, which emphasizes the importance of material conditions in shaping history. Critics argue that Orientalism does not apply this method rigorously. Instead, it often relies on cultural explanations that detach from economic realities. Some Marxists even point out that Karl Marx himself held some Orientalist views in his earlier writings, which they see as a limitation to overcome. Finally, from a Marxist perspective, Orientalism serves as part of the ideological superstructure that supports capitalist imperialism. It produces distorted knowledge that helps maintain Western dominance over Eastern societies. This ideological function masks the real economic exploitation happening under imperialism. In practical terms, Marxist criticism of Orientalism calls for a focus on class relations and economic exploitation. It advocates for solidarity with anti-imperialist movements in the global South. Understanding Eastern societies through the lens of historical materialism and class struggle is essential. This approach challenges the cultural stereotypes often perpetuated by Orientalist discourse. By addressing these criticisms, we can gain a clearer view of the socio-economic realities that shape societies in the global South.